now, I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in them. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama.
Today, from Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Bills Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store. Between the Tennessee Titans, and he won't quite make it to the 25, and the Buffalo Bills.
24-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
The Titan ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. And that's caught by Smith. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Able to convert. On 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
25 yards. First down, Titans.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. 12 yards there and a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. From the 17, Tannehill. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you try.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Number 84.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
47-yard line.
On first down, Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Singletary here running out of the gun. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
At their own 22-yard line.
Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start with a give to Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at the
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4, Tannehill. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Singletary.
Number 20.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Rashaan Evans on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
5 now. Allen, and that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Taking it about the 1. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down.
And the Titans first down.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll run on first down. Henry.
Derrick.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
The second down pass. Fumble on the play.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On 1st down, Singletary, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
They'll toss this right side to Singletary. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now Allen on 3rd down, finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Gain of 7.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 7 yards there and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And
exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Tannehill getting this complete to Smith. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. He gets it to Brown, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 30, the 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
The kickoff for Buffalo.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. We have hit half. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right. Back to this Week 3 matchup. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Quarterback sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Football.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Bills.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of that right there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Again, it's Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career. Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
To kick off for Buffalo.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Hodges. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They go play action with Hodges. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Well, Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
1st down, Tennessee.
Play action. It's Hodges. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission. And they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now. And all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays. And right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On first down, Allen. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
For Dawson Knox.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Back to you. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From the gun, it's Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking here for Smith. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
The 3rd quarter of play with the score Bills 28, Titans 7.
From the gun, it's Hodges. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Hodges. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
And this is going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Fights 3 yet again. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. An effective 7-yard third-down conversion.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That's good.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this one. Sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now left side on the swing pass. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And this will be incomplete. The physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Singletary again. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
At the line of scrimmage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
32-yard line.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24.
Bills 31.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
From the contact.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
The 40-yard line.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
37-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go, D.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Buffalo, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they...
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. the shoes. Maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin move, and zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, and zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be.